Ok, para finalizar, to end this, I will use all this to create the final sequence. The same thing, the same concept, okay? But this time, we don't gonna do the structure. We're gonna go directly to the drawing, thanks God. Esta vez no vamos a hacer todo el concepto, vamos a ir directo al dibujo. Entonces, let's draw the ball. Vamos a dibujar la bola suavemente. Síganme por favor para que lo dibujen conmigo. Let's try to draw this together, please. Follow me. You see? Draw the ball. Okay. Cut the ball in one side and cut the ball in the other side. But this time, go to this immediately. You see? It's not a no, it's a soft curvy thing. Es una curva suave. Okay? Una curva suave. And the final cut is this, just in the middle of the ball. It's more simple now, you see? It's more simple. What happened now is this. We're gonna try to establish the distance. This is the cross. Don't forget this. This is the cross, okay? Now, this will be the eyebrow. And we establish the position of the nose. Usually it's close to the end of the ball if we see the person in front of us, more or less. Esto va a estar exactamente la posición de la nariz terminando la bola, si es que la persona está a nuestro mismo nivel visual. Si no, eso va a cambiar. Vamos a pensar que está dentro del nivel visual, ¿ok? Entonces, you have this. This is very important because this distance will be the beginning of the next one. So we're gonna try to repeat this, see? 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. The chin probably will be around here, probably, okay? Now, this is not round, completely round anymore. The same thing happened here, you see? Take in consideration the spaces, 1, 2. More or less here is the cut, this cut here. Is the famous cut, see? And this is not round anymore, it's plain. So you have this plane and this plane. The cross. Ahora tienes este plano y este plano creado por el corte que se repite acá. ¿Ves? Entonces, lo que vas a tener aquí es la oreja. Ear will be here. And this is the beginning of the jaw. And go to the front. You got it? Okay. Let's complete the concept. The shape of the cheekbone. Go to the chin. Establish that position. El pómulo. Baja la barbilla. Establece la posición. Dibujas el volumen de la quijada, producido por el macetero, que es un músculo muy fuerte que está allí. This is the shape. She says this volume here is because the muscle, macetero, and position the nose, position the eyebrow, position of the eyebrow. Okay? At the same time, this one here, este aquí, ahora al mismo tiempo, es la entrada del hueso, del pómulo. And you need try to get this like that, and create more or less the same space, you see, like that. And especially now, you're gonna create the frontal plane of the face. But first, ahora que vamos a crear el plano frontal de la cara, hacemos este corte geométrico acá. The same way you do this and do this, you make this and do this. Got it? So you have this and this, and probably you can stand this way to the front. And especially goes in this direction all the way, because this is the frontal plane. The position of the ear hair is here. Imagine this cut here, and repeat this distance. 1, 2, 3, here. Repite esta distancia, 1, 2, 3, para establecer la posición del pelo. Y luego desciendes en diagonal. Very geometrical. You see, don't try to do this one round. Try to make it feel geometry. See, like this, with angles. Instead of roundness, angles. So we can feel these cuts, you see? Because we are trying to describe the structure in a very geometrical way. This is the top of the ear, aligned with the eyebrows. El tope de la oreja está relacionado con las cejas. And the end of the ear is aligned with the nose. Okay, I hope you follow me in this, because that's the thing, you know. Remember, hair, eyebrows, bottom of the nose, and chin. La línea del cabello, las cejas, la nariz. Okay, importante. Okay, let's draw the next one. This time we're going to try to move this one a little bit to the left. Okay, so we draw exactly the same shape first. Vamos a mover esta un poquito hacia la izquierda. Vamos a dibujar la forma de la esfera primero. First, you draw this. And instead of making here the cut, you see, we want to make it a little more to the center. Not exactly in the middle, just outside, a little bit outside. And create the cut. Draw this with me, please. Dibujen esto conmigo, por favor. No lo vamos a hacer ahora donde estaba la otra. Aquí, ¿ves? Aquí. Lo estamos moviendo hacia adentro. O sea, estamos haciéndolo acá. ¿Ok? La que divide en dos. A little low now. It's not anymore here. It's a little low here. See? It's not here. It's here. And make the shape. The cut. The equator. Feel the cut. Feel the cut. It's very important. Okay? Now, looking for the position of the nose. In this point here, you see the nose inside of the circle, inside of the ball. Vamos a buscar la posición de la nariz. Aquí tú ves que la nariz está metida dentro de la parte del círculo de la esfera. Acá va a salir un poquito, va a estar acá abajo, ¿ves? And now you have eyebrows, bottom of the nose. Go to the position of the chin, probably position here. And of course, hairline. 1, 2, 3, here. Okay? So frontal plane, remember, we're gonna cut this space here a little bit. El plano frontal cortando el espacio de esta manera. ¿Ves? Y cortando arriba la bola. Remember, we need to make a cut in the ball here to look for the side edge here. It's not round anymore, it's like this. Ya no es redondo, sino plano. ¿Ves? No da la curva. Este punto aquí implica la posición del corte. This point here is to create the cut. So this is plane and this is plane. Okay? This is the beginning of the jaw. And go to the chin. And with this very basic layout, I began to redraw over and use geometric traces. Very important. Again, look at this. Loomis don't explain this, but he do this in the book. I can see that in the way he trace. He uses very geometric traces. But this is exactly what you can see in the page 21. Exactly. I don't put more or less. This is exactly what you see there. Feel the shape of the jaw. Esto es exactamente lo que él pone en su página 21 en el libro. Ni más ni menos. Eyebrow, eyebrow. Nose, nose. But you can still feel in the shape of the ball inside. See? But right now it's not so round at the end, it's less like this. This is the shape of the bone here, cheekbone, la forma del pómulo. No pierdas la sensación de volumen. Don't lose the sensation of volume because that's important thing. This is the position of the hair. I have the temptation to do more details, but I don't want to do it. Tengo la tentación de poner más cosas, pero no las voy a hacer porque quiero mantener esto lo más simple posible, exactamente como ustedes lo ven en el libro. Vamos a hacerlo más cerca ahora para que no perdamos detalle. Let's do this more close now, because in that way we have more details to show. Sorry for the camera. This is my phone and I am not really good doing this. Lo lamento mucho con el movimiento, pero este es mi teléfono y yo no soy precisamente muy bueno haciendo esto. Como en muchas otras cosas. Bueno. So, now the point. La punta. Okay. Now we're gonna make something completely different. Vamos a hacer algo completamente diferente. We're gonna move the head to the left and make it down. Make the chin down. Vamos a mover la cabeza a la izquierda y vamos a hacer que la barbilla descienda. Así que, fíjate la bola aquí. See? This one here. And in this direction. So, let's draw the ball first. Vamos a dibujar la bola primero. Suave. No tienes que hacer nada perfecto, más o menos. La forma, ahí está. ¿Ves? Suave. Okay. Now the 50%. The middle. This is cross here. And going down. Like this. It's a soft, curvy sensation. Es una forma, es una curva suave. La sensación de una curva suave, ¿ves? Fíjate, ¿ves? Es así. Easy. Like that. ¿Ok? Ahora la mitad. So, aquí está la cruz. That's the cross. ¿Ok? Ahí se ve. Now, want to be sure you are looking this. Vamos a quitar un pedazo. Let's cut this like this. And looking for the other side here. And cut this. More or less. You don't need to do it perfectly. The only thing you have in consideration is this distance, 1, 2, see? 1, 2. More or less there is the cut. A little bit, a little less, more or less. He never explained that in the book. Él no explica esto en el libro, pero tú tienes que tener en cuenta este espacio. Mira, un espacio, dos espacios. Este se tiene que ver un poquito más grande que este porque está más cerca de nosotros. Este espacio ya no está. Este espacio tampoco va a estar. Acuérdate de eso, ¿ok? So, right now, these are the eyebrows. And this space here is the position, will be the position of the hairline here. Yes, like this. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay? You don't draw any nose in this one. So I respect that. I don't wanna. But it established pretty well the cheekbone. Él no pone la nariz en este, pero yo lo voy a respetar. Pero sí pone muy bien marcado el pómulo. ¿Ves? Esto. Y desciende de esta manera. Now, remember, now this is plain. The other cut is here. This is plain. And this is not round, this is plain. Okay, so you have this plain because this side is not part of the sphere anymore, going out. And this is the beginning of the jaw. And this is the shape of the cranium. Let's redraw now. Entonces fíjate, este es cuando haces el corte otra vez, el principio de la quijada, y de ahí te vas para el frente con la mandíbula, y ya esto es plano, y esta es la posición del pelo. Vamos a dibujarlo ahora mejor, fíjate. La ceja, la posición de la ceja, no la ceja, la posición. Lado y lado. Pómulo, cheekbone. Go to the chin. Superciliar arc, el arco superciliar. Remember the geometric shape. Recuérdate de lo geométrico, ¿ves? Mira. 1, 2, 3. Si lo haces geométrico es más fácil. If you do it geometrically, it's more easy. For some reason, I don't understand that our brain works better than that way. Nuestro cerebro trabaja mejor. Si hacemos estas cosas geométricas, las entendemos mejor. No sé por qué. No lo puedo explicar, pero en efecto así es. Okay, now, the same bone, the same shape here, you make it here. And go to the frontal plane. So we have now the same head moving to the left with a different angle in the chin, go in, you know. So we miss this and we miss this part here, a plain shape. This is very important. Insist a lot in this. Loomis insiste muchísimo en esto, en que no olvidemos que este plano hay que marcarlo como que no está. Okay? Okay, the final drawing today, in this lesson, is a little more complete, of this. Sorry for my Shakespearean English. Un poquito más completo, más complicado también, porque vamos a incluir una cabeza que se mueve hacia un lado, ¿ves? Con cierta perspectiva que no deja de ser difícil. It's a little difficult, but don't worry about it, because we're gonna make this many times in the future. So at the end, you will get it. No te preocupes que no te salga bien ahora, porque lo vamos a hacer muchas veces y finalmente lo vamos a lograr. Por ahora, sígueme lo mejor que puedas en esto, ¿verdad? Para completar el concepto de la construcción inicial de Loomis. Okay, problema. This guy now wanna move the head completely to the left and make it look a little bit down to the left. Okay, so the cross, instead of here, will be here, close to the end of the ball. Así que la cruz ahora no va a estar como esta, ni como esta, ni como esta, sino que va a crearse en este espacio. Mira que esto va a ser problemático. ¿Ves? Mira ahora cómo estoy dividiendo esto. Este corte. This is the cut, see? Like that. Now, the cross will be here. That will be a problem. Eso va a ser un problema porque yo voy a tener que moverme de esta manera. ¿Ves? De hecho, es un poquito más abajo. It's a little low, like this. Sorry about that. Let me erase this. I don't want to confuse anyone. So it's here. That is the position of the cross. Okay? Now, the other cut of the sphere, remember that. It's like this. But it's not gonna be round anymore. Remember, it's not gonna be like this, it's gonna be like this. Will be like this. And like this. See, instead of this is like this. And of course, we need to eliminate that space. That's the space. The space is out. It's no more part of the sphere. The space is here, you see? This is around here and around here. But it's no more part of this. And the sphere goes like that. That is exactly the way you need to visualize this in your mind. Esa es la manera en la que tienes que ver esto en tu mente. Este espacio ya no está. Es un espacio plano. ¿Ves? Así que la oreja va a quedar aquí al final. Y este va a ser el principio de la mandíbula. This will be the beginning of the jaw, and this is the position of the ear. Okay, before that, we're going to try to establish the position of the eyes. And, of course, the nose. To get the nose easy, you do this. Okay, why? Well, because in this point in the middle is the top of the ear, and in this point here in the bottom is aligned with the nose. See, the ear is aligned with the nose. So the nose probably will be around this area. Nose get in like this, out. This mass is more or less round. I explain that later because I don't want to complicate this more than the necessary. Esto va a ser redondeado y lo voy a explicar después. No ahora porque no les quiero complicar la vida. ¿Ves? Pero sí lo vamos a decir. This is the position of the nose. The jaw. See? This is the way it's going like this. Go in, make it look round, and this will be bigger because the mass of the hair. Okay, this is the position of the neck, and the neck needs to be understood like a cylinder shape. See, a cylinder shape. Elevation from the shape there. So you get these geometrical cuts. Tienes estos cortes geométricos que te ayudan a visualize the shape. Okay, let's go in like this. In. This is the position of the eye. This is the probably position of the nose. This is the probable position of the mouth, bottom lip, and the chin. With this particular layout, we can draw something. See? So the drawing comes out in layers. It's not coming in one single shot, in layers, okay? Okay, nasal bone es el hueso nasal. El dibujo sale por capas, recuérdalo. Hueso nasal sale, entra, sale. Baja la punta. Okay, out, in, out. Go to the point and get in. baja la punta y te metes. Lo que ves de la nariz aquí es desde abajo. What you see here is from the bottom. I mean, you are looking the nose from the bottom. So that means this is a plane, you see, like that. Surround that plane. Get in a little bit. Get out. Get in. Sales un poquito, ¿sabes? Y entras. Y vas a crear la posición de la boca. This is very important to understand. Look at all these rhythms, because it's important. Look at this. You see, like this, like this. So the mouth comes in the same way. See that? The chin comes in the same way. So all this is a constant. You see, esto es una constante en todo lo que haces. Eyes, bottom of the nose, mouth, chin. This is very important. Okay, don't take too much care about the lips. It's more important the open of the mouth, this space. Okay, go out, go in. A little bit, it's like this. No te trates de dibujar los labios todavía. Concéntrate en la posición de la abertura de la boca. Okay, this is the probably end of the bottom lip. Este es el posible final del labio inferior. Now go in. Now go in, like this. See? So this is the elevation of the bottom lip. That's a very important thing. Now get out for the chin, like this, and make it solid. And after that, go in. Okay? This is the point when you go to the glabella. Aquí vas para la glabella. Vas a subir y te vas a mover para la ceja. Y vas a entrar. Y vas a subir. Y vas a volver a subir en dos partes. 1, 2. In this point you go to the glabella. See, glabella, this space here. Over the nasal bone. And you have the space from the superciliar arc. Get in, up, and up. See, different directions. Look at this. Okay, very important thing. That's a very important thing. It's moving. The phone is moving, and it's terrible because I don't have the control of this. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay. Now, you have this space here, remember. This is the position of the eyebrow. Esta es la posición de la ceja. Mira, entra, entra. Okay? Go to inside like this. Softly, soft angle, like that. But very specific one, very specific angle, because this plane is very important. It's coming down like this, see? It's a very important plane. When you create this one, you need to include the cheekbone. ¿Ves? Cuando hagas esta, vas a incluir el pómulo. Y the frontal plane again, look at that. See? The frontal plane and going down like this. Going down like that. This is the frontal plane of the head, this part here. So the position of the eye will be inside of this space. Don't worry too much if you can do it exactly like that right now, because I told you before, we're gonna make this many times in the future. So if you can get it now, eventually we made it together. I promise that. You see that? This is 1, 2, 3. And here are 2, but it's hard. They're hard to see. It's more like this right now. Okay? Probably that much better like that. Okay, so this is the cheekbone. Now we can make the illusion of the lips. No big deal. Like that. And geometricide, o sea, geometrizando. No sé cómo decir eso bien. I don't know how to say that well, correctly. I mean, this is the shape of the jaw, and this is the plane. You see, the plane who's gonna be attached to this point here. But you need to feel that. It's a mass, you see? Tienes que sentir la masa, la forma que está allí expuesta. Okay, this is the position of the ear, la posición de la oreja. No trate de hacer nada especial ahora, no es importante. Solamente recuerda que es como un signo de interrogación. ¿Ves? Es así. This one here is the very important thing because it represents the mastoid muscle. This is the way you get in like that. Remember, this is a volume here. And this plane is communicated in the book like this. Position of the neck like that. Hair, el pelo. Se ve más suave la caída acá. Like that, okay. So it's more like this and like this, I think. It's hard to tell, especially when you try to use the phone at the same time. Okay. I think we got it for now. It's the plane like that. So we have a rotation of the head to the left, and you see the rhythms are in that way all the time, even in the neck. You see that? It's the shape of the neck here. Everything goes like this. Tenemos que mantener los ritmos redondeados que le van dando forma a la cabeza de manera continua. Bien, estamos llegando ya al final de esta primera sesión un poco aparatosa, pero espero que lo podamos ir mejorando a medida que vayamos practicando el método de Andrew Loomis, exactamente como está en el libro en la página 21. This is exactly how it appears in page 21 in the Loomis book. I try to keep exactly with the same idea of Loomis, you know, no more, no less, because I understand a big problem with this. When you see this kind of demos, the artist begins to put more things or less things. In this moment, I can warranty you, I don't use less or more. This is exactly how they appear in the book. You can check this in the page 21 of the book. Well, for me it has been a pleasure to be with you guys, and I hope we will see you again in the next step of this magnificent way to draw the head. In my opinion, the most easy, even when don't looks like that, way to draw the head from life or from imagination. Bueno, hasta aquí vamos a llegar. Yo creo que esta es la mejor manera de dibujar la cabeza del natural o de la imaginación, utilizando todo esto que hemos visto anteriormente, ¿verdad? Cómo llegamos acá, entendiendo el proceso, ¿verdad? Esto fue un poco aparatoso, pero bueno, era necesario que lo explicara. Y finalmente, pues tenemos la secuencia, que es lo que nos realmente atañe. Pero si yo dibujo esto desde el principio, probablemente, que es más fácil, probablemente no lo entendieran como tal vez lo están entendiendo ahora o no. Yo espero que haya servido todo esto de algo. I hope all this, being useful for us, being useful for you, is probably I can start with this, and it's more easy in the beginning. But if I jump over this, probably we don't understand exactly why it looks like this. So I hope, again, these are very useful for everyone. Thank you very much. We will see you in the next step of this process. Gracias. Nos veremos en el próximo estado de este proceso. Que estén muy bien y hasta la próxima.